Hello, legends. I want to share a little hack with you. I've been having some conversations with business owners this week, a lot about the appointment management process. You guys might have already seen my content around the 72-hour appointment management process, but even in that little time frame, there's intricacies of things that can go wrong in that process that you probably are not aware of, or you're thinking, I don't know why I can't just get clients to show up to their appointments. So interestingly enough, in the last couple of weeks, I've had business owners actually go and do cancellation report audits on their business. And then I've made them add up from a revenue perspective how much those cancellations are actually costing their business. And eye-wateringly, some of these cancellations are costing anywhere between $7,000 to $25,000 in lost revenue for the month, right? So if you really want to tear the Band-Aid off, go and get yourself a cancellation report from your point of sale software, and then the number of cancellations you've got times that by your average client spend, and that really compels you to possibly think about a cancellation management strategy, right? But I'm going to share a bit of a hack with you because there's been some common errors when I've been unpacking the cancellation contributing factors for the business owners that I've been working with. One of them relates to the confirmation message, right? Your point of sale software obviously sends out a SMS alert in most cases to your clients asking them to confirm their appointment. And in some cases, or in most of the cases that I was working with when I uncovered this issue, it was a message that got sent out that said, please answer yes or no. Answer yes to confirm your booking, or no if you need to cancel or reschedule, right? Now, that's the problem, okay? Because you're making it too easy for clients to cancel their appointments. And I'm not saying be an asshole about it and make it so complicated to cancel, for someone to cancel their appointment that they just get so angry with you that I'm not saying that. But you need to create somewhat of an ordeal to get somebody to think about whether they actually want to cancel that or not, whether it's going to create actually more inconvenience for them, or there's an underlying reason why they might be cancelling that you are not able to investigate when they just press no and that's it. They remove themselves from your booking software, right? So first of all, the structure of the message needs to read something to the effect of type yes to confirm or call this number to cancel. You've got to get them on the phone, right? Because when you get them on the phone, it gives you a really good opportunity to redirect the booking, right? And there's a couple of circumstances that you'll face when you get someone to call you on the phone. So you'll get the person that literally just can't make it. Like it's not a convenient time, right? So if you can respond to that person and get them rebooked and rescue their appointment from being cancelled in the first place, that's the ultimate aim here, right? In a cancellation strategy. You're trying to rescue the bookings. You're trying to reduce the cancellation numbers down to as little as possible because it's lost revenue. We often don't look at how we lose revenue. We often spend a lot of time how we make more revenue, right? But in fact, you're probably losing more. Like you've got to fix that before you have a look at how you're going to generate more, right? Because when you generate more, the risk there is you generate more problems or more deficits if you don't fix the vulnerabilities first, right? So getting them on the phone and a simple redirect or a simple reschedule is the ultimate aim. However, sometimes there are people that are cancelling for other reasons. So, for example, you might get people cancelling because they've had to think about that promotion you had and they're really not sure whether it's a good idea for them to book in for that service. And it could be, for example, I know when I had my skin clinic, when we had more invasive procedures, they'd see an ad, they'd get all really kind of excited about it, they'd book it in, they'd go do some Googling, right? They would see the horror stories of some of the invasive treatments that went bad, and then they'd go, oh, shit, I'm not having that. No, cancel, right? And we got them to call us, but when we obviously attempted to reschedule, and they said, "Oh no, I think I'll just leave it now." We inquired about that. Oh, can I ask? Is there any reason why you don't actually want to rebook the appointment? I'm just curious, right? Most people will go, "Oh, okay, no worries," and hang up at that point. You shouldn't do that. You should take the time to inquire to see whether there's something that you can help with the client with, right? And so often a client would say, "Oh, well, I kind of Googled that plasma treatment and, this lady's eye got infected and I've just had second thoughts," right? That's your opportunity there to not challenge, but to provide some reassurance and to provide some extra information or education that person needs to install some more confidence in them proceeding to booking, right? Because we all hear the horror stories online of different bits and pieces. Even with hair, it's like, I had a thought that I wanted this look, and then when I Googled what was involved, I just kind of got a little bit gun shy and decided to cancel it. I lost confidence. I thought it wasn't going to look good. At a minimum, you just want someone to come in for a consult, and then you can decide there, and they can decide with the right professional advice, right? Whether that's skin, beauty, hair, anything. You want them to at least come in for a consultation, right, before they, opt out, before even getting the information that they need to make an informed choice, right? So what you need to do in your booking process, you need to make sure that if somebody wants to cancel, that you get them on the phone. Because one, it gives you an opportunity to rescue the cancellation and rebook them to another time. Two, if there's some apprehension or some resistance towards them wanting to pursue that for maybe some reason that they've found online, it's your opportunity to educate, provide some support and some guidance to get them in for a consultation to give them the proper information, right? So that, I would say that there's probably businesses out there that are losing so much opportunity to provide value to people through cancelled appointments just because they've had some misinformation, or just because the business owner hasn't made contact with that person and rescheduled the appointment. So really the challenge that I want you guys to go and have a look at is go and download a cancellation report from your point of sale software and have a look at what's in it. DM me, talk to me about it. Or feel free to send me an inbox if your number's catastrophic, or you're like, whoa, anything over sort of 10 to 15 cancellations is probably problematic, right? Any cancellation is problematic because it's lost revenue, but if you're pushing over the 10 to 15, reach out to me, let me know, because obviously you need to put a strategy in place for protecting revenue as much as you do building revenue.